I'm Father Michael Russo, pastor of Our Lady of Fatima Church in Lafayette, one of the 12 pilot parishes for the Diocesan Centennial Campaign. The goal set for Fatima was $1,170,000. At the end of the campaign, we collected in pledges $1,950,000. We reached 166% of our goal, with a few pledges still coming in. So how did we do it? First, it was important to me that the parish commitment weekend be held during the season of Lent, a time when people seem to be more open to looking at the practice of almsgiving in their lives. For years, I have always made it a point to dedicate a weekend homily during Lent on almsgiving. And so when the parish heard me speak about our almsgiving being tied to the capital campaign, they were fundamentally not hearing anything new. As with previous homilies on giving, my focus was not so much about money, but about the spiritual life, the need for each of us to let some of our money go, to prove to ourselves and to the Lord that we are not clinging to this world. So the first point for success, make this about the spiritual life, not just about money. Secondly, I initiated the campaign at Fatima with a visual, God's eternal vision. The visual was an historic photo of a young boy receiving an Altar Server of the Year award from our first bishop, Jules Jamord. It appears that Bishop Jamord could see something special about the young boy before him. That young boy would one day become Bishop Jules Jamord's successor, for the young boy is Michael Jarrell. The point, it's about God using us, each of our unique talents, to help build up his kingdom on earth. The photo helped to soften hearts to the message, and people seemed to be genuinely touched by it. I ended up using the same photo as part of my personal thank you note to those parishioners who made contributions to the campaign. Thirdly, I tried to connect the series of pulpit talks to the parish. One of Fatima's seminarians spoke at all the weekend masses about the ways the campaign would help seminarians. On another weekend, a Fatima parishioner spoke about her role at the UL Catholic Student Center. Parishioners were touched by the ways the campaign would help retired priests and how it would reach out to the poor. They could not deny that each of these areas the campaign is assisting are worthy and legitimate. On a more practical note, when setting up a committee to help me, I involved people who deal with people's finances for a living, people who are used to and are comfortable talking about money with others. We used an organized system of reporting back to the parish by email so as to avoid numerous meetings. And we divided the parish into categories. Doctors spoke to doctors. School parents spoke to school parents. These tactics helped to form an immediate connection. And most importantly, I knew that if the parish was to be successful with its endeavor, the parishioners needed to know that their pastor was behind it. Fatima parishioners knew that I was sincere in my plea to them and that I would never ask them to do what I myself do not do. Was it added work on my part? Yes. But in the end, it made the parish proud of their accomplishment. We helped to do our part to build up God's kingdom in the Diocese of Lafayette, because it's not just about money, it's about something much deeper, giving of ourselves to help improve the lives of others who need us. Stick with the spiritual message behind the campaign, and the money will take care of itself. It worked in our parish step by step. The parish commitment weekend received pledges of nearly $500,000, with a total pledged, again, of nearly $2 million. If you follow the steps, the campaign will work. People are not offended to be asked to help. They're more offended when they're not asked, when they feel that they're being left out. God's blessing on your efforts.